weren't expecting that, were you? Yeah, they still have that tail attack, and apparently they have like a zero toxin attack as well, but I haven't ever seen them use that last one. Anyway, let's keep going! You thought you could... This is the... Okay, you did do that really quick slap. Wow! That was so sick! So many perfect royal guards. Those are so satisfying to... Nope, 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 nope. There we go, and now we just wail on you. Wail, wail. Nope, 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 nope. Don't give you the chance. Do not give him the chance to free. That was close. That was close. That was close. That's a new record! I spent all my DT gauge, but it doesn't matter. I can gain back some. I don't need to use Royal Guard. Is this a... Nope, this is not a stage where Royal Guard is Only 8 seconds. I hate these guys. These guys aren't as bad as the Furies, but they're pretty close. Especially when I don't have any. we go. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can just... It was worth it to use on the Fury so we don't die to it. We have full gauge, so it was okay if I did get that one perfect. Now that's a lot of red orbs, don't you agree? Also, look at this fit. Look at this fit. This is so sick. I'm gonna take a picture. Screenshot time. But we're gonna switch to Kalima Ann so we can get some nice juicy damage in for Goliath. Goliath is a wall in this run. Okay, Trickster, back away. What are you gonna do? What's your plan? Okay, you can't walk. I forget I have a double jump I can use. Back up! Whoa! Come on! That is such a laggy move. Whoa! Bye-bye. Back up, back up! There we go, let's go! Woo! 545k.
3, 2, 1. 1, 0.
Oh. Nice. They're coming over. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was absolutely crazy. I struggled so hard on that stage last time.
I'm sure we got.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he said that. I didn't know there was a voice sniper. And now he tried it. Wait a minute, was that was a perfect... Minus 48, but that's fine. That's fine. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, go, 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 go. Thank goodness we were able to stop it in time. Nope, nope, get rid of the choir malediction. Nope, nope, nope. These guys are easy to deal with. If you ignore them, you will suffer. Because they deal a lot of damage. Still have active Devil Sword Dante, so we can use it. Oh, wait. Holy cow, I forgot that Stinger is a really good move against them. And even if I... Okay. Why did I forget about Stinger? Like, holy cow, I forgot that Stinger... Okay, you're gonna just be really dodgy. Can you please attack me? Okay, they're gone. They're gone. Okay, that's a pretty good run. That's a pretty good run. I died on stage 25, but I got past it, and I haven't even spent SDT yet, which we might need to because there's an Abusa Queen and a Rage Abusa Queen. I don't feel like it's worth risking. Okay. I drained all my SDT. I should not have done that. Now I need to... Please tell me it's not... Okay, let's deal with the Scudos first. Can we... There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. Let's go. Okay, so we had to empty our Royal Guard gauge, but that's fine because... Yes! Go. There we go. Yes. Okay, their spines are broken, which means they only have their most dangerous attack is... You know I suck at this stage when -8 is a new level. To be fair, I haven't ever reached this far with a legit character. There we go. I probably need SDT for this 830. All right, those reach high. What the heck? I tried Royal Guarding that. Darn it. Whoa! was not expecting that to actually work. I'm sorry, I got 4 minutes from that? That's insane! Okay. We're well equipped to handle whatever stage 31 has to throw at us. Which is 3 of these. Ah! Okay, that's fine. Trickster! Why do I keep doing that one auto combo? Oh! Hit the 2! Hit the 2!
And now, I'm gonna play with...
Okay, I lost 7 seconds, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, yes. Slowly building back up the DT. The SDT gauge. Come on, we got this. We got this. Big push. Big push. Give them no room to breathe. There we go. Okay, we have full DT, which means we can probably fill it up. Yeah, we can. No. Wait, no. Switch to Devil Sword Dodge. Go. No. I parried too early. This guy's probably more important. We're not dealing with the death. We're not dealing with the death. Now we deal with the death. Whoa! These guys take forever to deal with. Okay, we carried. Yes! Okay, finally! We managed to get time out of that somehow. Don't ask me how. I don't know. How that turned into a time positive interaction. That was nice. Clean. We gotta make the most of our Devil Sword Dante time. So. 3 flame held that. How many of these things what? No, we're not risking it. Dolph. That was not the play. Dolph was not the play. We're missing the best part of the song. Wait a minute, I know this stage. It's 2 death scissors and a spear. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, those actually have a hitbox? I hit you! Okay, we're gonna hope, we're gonna keep this thing chained up. Nope, nope, where are you? We need to deal with the 2 scissors man. The big issue is the 2. Did we burst the thing? Okay. We can still do this. If you don't know what I mean, that enemy becomes way harder to deal with. Okay, now what we do is we activate this. the best part of the song, in my opinion. Ah! Yep. Did I take damage during that? I think I did. Somehow. I think I did, so I lost a 20-second damage bonus. Go! And now we have to... After this, we have to face one of the more annoying bosses. Not because it's difficult. I actually find Artemis quite easy because Artemis takes 40. But because Artemis takes 5 ever to beat, not using his thing. No, I parried too early. There we go. Okay, we've got full SDT, full DT, and about half of my health. I think this is enough to take on Artemis. Royal Guard, again, is not very useful against this boss. Nope. Whoa! We're gonna... What was that? Okay, Gunslinger. Oh, no! Oh, no! I was en route to beat the boss. I'll admit with losing a ton of time, but I could have done it. Oh, no. 41 minutes on this run. That is insane. And I was playing super slowly, mind you. Anyway. I'm going to take a break and then hook up my capture card so I can switch on to the next thing. Anyway. I will see you guys in about 10 minutes, mostly because I need to do stream changes, but see you guys in a bit. Hello, everyone. We are back. And now we're going to, as you can see, we've switched games. So, I forgot to boot this up on it, but I learned how to reduce image opacity. So, at the same time that I'm going to be playing Kirby's Adventure, I'm also going to be doing Clicker Heroes. I'm going to see how well I can multitask. And then on top of that, since this is not a game I'm going to be super high energy on, I'm also going to be doing just chilling. So, realistically, we're only going to play. And then presto, it's Kirby. I love how they show you how to draw Kirby. Like, literally, that's the intro of the game. Is, oh, here's how you draw Kirby. I'm playing Kirby's Adventure. Vegetable Valley. I think I've played this one before. Is this the first one? Oh, what the? Whoa, that's cute. Kirby. Kirby. I love Kirby. You can fast fall as well. Okay. Where's my inhale? Okay, inhale is B. Beam attack. Look at this. Beam. I love Kirby. I don't know if you can tell, but I love Kirby. Ah! No. What the? I lose my power up instantly? I got hit once. What the? Wait a minute. Do I lose access to my... Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, I don't. I just have to hold up. Then why is that a thing in this game? So, in order to get the flow, I need to do that, and I can push B to cancel it. Okay, this controls way differently from... Because the only Kirby game I've, like, ever really completed... There are 2 Kirby games I have, quote-unquote, completed. Okay, can we... Oh. Heck no. Can we... I hate how that's a thing. Okay, it's bad enough that you have almost no life. That's fine by me. Whee! But then to immediately lose your power upon getting hit. I mean, to be fair, Kirby games... Oh, wow, that lag. That is a lot of lag. Wait, I realized something. I didn't switch the game over. Ah! Why am I displaying just like a regular computer screen? Oh boy. Why does that cause so much lag? Like, I just activate this and the game just like slows down if there's enemies. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Goose machine. We're gonna keep going on the ascension that we're at. There we go. So now we're gonna do this. Mercenary. Yo, we got a merc to level 20. Ah! It's kind of hard to do 2 games to pay attention to 2 games at once. Because I have to set stuff up here. Alright. 8 hours. 4 hours. 60 minutes. 24 hours. 5 minutes. And in the meantime, while that's running in the background, I will continue Kirby. Finally, we can continue playing Kirby. And also, oh! Wait a minute. Why does my Kirby look so weird? It's not like the regular Kirby. I love how Kirby just slams down that fucking. This is why I love Kirby. Crane Fever. Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get a Kirby. A big one's hard to get, but worth it. What the? I'm rewinding. I didn't know that was how the game worked. How do you loop this thing? There we go. I'm like, why is it doing that? Give me the little Kirby. Papoyo. What? Go big or go home. Is this claw machine rigged? Tell me it's not rigged. This machine is rigged. It's rigged. You saw that. It had it in its arms and it dropped. By the way, that's a thing that actual claw machines do. If you're ever like, oh, wow, this seems really hard, there's a reason for that. And that's because there's a machine setting that allows you to set how strong the claw is. So a company will just rig it in their favor. Ah! Oh, boy. Wait, these cannons are invincible. You can't... Oh, boy. Ah! No! Gimme. Warp stars. Baby. And we just fly across. Brontoberry. Ow. Gimme. Bye. Nothing. I love how the game is just like, come on, give me the bomb. Give me the bombs. No. Give me the bomb. Ow! What am I supposed to do against you? Am I supposed to inhale your bombs? Oh, that's how I'm supposed to fight you. Ah! Stop dancing around like a little... Eh! Oh, oh boy. Don't jump scare me. Don't You can't... I am on one heart. What? How is that fair? Okay, so you... Wait a minute, I just wasted that. Pop. Ba-da-dap. Bounce back. Throw the bomb. Go ahead. We're gonna keep playing this dance. We're gonna keep doing this. Ah! Ah! Bop. Bye. It just blew at me. Bronto birds are... Since when were Bronto birds this threatening? I do not remember them being this threatening. Why is flying tied to your joystick? That's so dumb. It's gonna be so hard to get used to. Like, I know that's an option in other Kirby games, but why is it the required option here? I want that Maxim tomato. Give me the tomato. Give me. I can't get it. I can't get the Maxim tomato. Tears. Ah! Are you kidding me? Why do I have to do this? My screen lags whenever there's more than 2 enemies on screen. So does that ladder just not do anything, or am I dumb and missed the... Okay, oh wait, you can gain it back. I am bad at this. Also, the stages are really short in this game. Holy cow. Bam. Oh boy, no. Give me my fire. Can you fly forever in this game? Can I just invalidate the level design? Look at this. Oh my goodness. If you were doing a pacifist run, that would definitely be a jump scare. Like, what do you do? Okay. Where'd he go? I think he despawned. I think he lost aggro on me. Fire. Fire is like so good. It covers like all around you, all in front of you. Spark is also pretty good because it's like a great defensive option. But if you want to go on the offensive, you can just go crazy with it. Ah! Is there anything special about that enemy? No. Oh, cool. Can I... Oh, what the heck? This is better than his moveset in Dreamlight Deluxe. Why did you just give him the ability to spray water like that? Again. And then I've also completed Kirby 64, which Kirby 64 is fun. Ouch! Give me... I need an enemy. I'm sorry, why you give me nothing? Okay. Fireball. Oh, okay, that's weird. I did not know that. Holy cow. I didn't know that. Holy cow. This is so powerful. Oh, wow, that was a lot better that time. I actually timed that properly. 5,000. We'll go here. Zone 5K, and we're going to try to keep that on as long as possible. Fireball! That's so fun! Fireball. I'm sorry, what? Screw you. Give me a power. Okay, so just a different variation of it. Wait a minute, does this like full on freeze? Oh, it freezes enemies like him chuck at them. Okay, it's not like Spark. I'm like, is this just Spark reskinned? Oh no, it's not. They actually added the freeze functionality, which is pretty cool. Get it? Cool. Of course, that's a cringe joke. It's such a cringe joke, and yeah, you can't resist making it. Subscribe for more cringe jokes. Why am I doing this to myself? And also, if you're wondering about Clicker Heroes, 5.4K. I'm pushing for 15K. I'm hoping I can do that. I also realize that's a way unrealistic expectation. I could get maybe 12K. I put 15K push, but I severely underestimated. Oh, I'm invincible! Invincibility! Yes! Nintendo pulled the Sega. Oh, what the? I'm sorry, what? Eyes go. Whee! I'm sorry, did he just compress? He's just like, I am now pancake. Also, why is DDD the first boss of this game? Doesn't that seem a little strange? Or is this like King DDD because it Oh, wait, it's Wispy Woods. Can I... Oh, my... Is this just the boss? Oh, my... Oh, my... It's really that easy. I literally just held B. Ice Cream Island. And then the wild dude's like, "Hey, Kirby, you got a dream found to save." Wow, that's funny. Wee. Freeze is so good. Then again, it's like you think every power in Kirby is top tier, unless it's sleep. Everyone can No, give me the power. Give me the power. No! Why did that enemy just resist? No. I lost the power. Oh, ow. Ow. Okay, I got fire. That's some form of compensation. But not nearly enough. Ah! I lost the ability. That's the only way you can deal with those. Do I get sword? Pollo. Pollo. No. Give me the sword back. Oh, you have an aerial version. Swipe. Bye-bye. Sword. Uh-oh. What? I'm gonna... Ah! I just went the mega... Give me. Gulp. Yummy. Do I get the... Oh, no. Because in later games, the sword has like this really cool reference where if you're on full health, you'll shoot a projectile. It's a reference to Legend of Zelda's Master Sword, which has the same ability. What the... No. I pressed up! Brother. I need to change the title. I forgot to change the title of the stream. Give me like 5 seconds. Actually, I'll need more than 5 seconds. There we go. Kirby's Adventure. Sorry to the other viewer who came in. I'm not doing... There we go. Now the stream title should be more accurate. Oh, no. Ooh! Wait, what? Oh my god. You have full control? That's so much better than what we got. What the heck? That's so good. By the way, Bug. No! Give me tornado. Okay. Tornado, you're vulnerable when tornado ends. What? Am I soft locked? Oh, no, I'm not. I was about to say, am I soft locked because the game won't blow it up? This is so cute. Welcome to Kirby games. This is why I love Kirby games. Also, my mic is low. How is my mic low? Maybe it's because I'm not close, but... Do I have Switch audio playing? I don't think I do. I need that playing. Where's my Switch play? There we go. And now we just turn that down a little bit. Gimme. I'm on 1 heart. Gimme. You hear the game? Boom. Gimme. Wheel. That's fine. Wait a minute, how long can you keep this going for? I meant to help, not here. I mean help, not here. That's fine. I'm just trying to hear. That both is technically applicable to the statement you are trying to make. Oh, what the? Holy cow, this is so overpowered. You can keep this going indefinitely. Whee! 6. Okay. So, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna go down to clicker heroes real quick. And buy these 2 heroes. Buy their last upgrades. And then we're gonna go ahead and keep leveling up Mass Samurai. Also, nice. Also, there was the nice number for a brief second. It was... And then there's this crane one. Why am I hearing, like, default sounding music? Holy cow, I almost just fell to the bottomless abyss. Can I spin into this? Okay, there we go, that works. I need to not get hit. Otherwise I will lose this extremely... No. There we go. Meow, meow, meow. Sticks meowing. Me meowing, aka singing. Oh yeah. Speaking of meowing, I had a whole thing where... Are you kidding me? I can't inhale underwater, so I just lose the power up? Bro! That's not... It's not fair! Nope. Bronto birds are so annoying. Am I soft locked? Okay, no, I'm not. This game is something else. Ow! Stop it! No! No! We are not doing this! Why is Meta Knight here? What is he... Whatever. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Ow! What? Okay. So that was just a swarm of enemies. I know, like, Meta Knight's whole memo in Kirby, like, when he was a villain because he wanted the people of Popstar to stop being lazy. No, that's actually the lore. Damn. This game isn't even that hard compared to other NES games. For the time, and Kirby has historically been an extremely easy game. Let's get that out of the way. Historically, Kirby is a very easy game. What's this? Museum. Fire or late. Ooh, I want to see laser. That's so boring. I suck at a lot of games, and Kirby is not easy to me, which is embarrassing. Well, it's not easy for me, but that's because I'm used to being able to double press jump and immediately initiate flying, because... But no, you have to hold up for that for some reason. I have no idea why they force you to do that. It's a... Wait, what? I was about to say, can this pass through obstacles and I just... No. No! Okay, good thing I got laser back. I got one up. Wow. Stop. It's so awkward because flying is such an overpowered strategy in Kirby. But they made it extremely difficult to do in this game for some reason. And also I got a relic goose, so let's take care of that real quick. Holy cow. That's really good. Do I have a bad relic? Using magnetic shadows, watch what it feeds. That's so good. But also, guess what? I'm gonna go down here. I'm just sitting here, which might be dangerous, but... How is that not it? The heck? No, 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 no. I can heal back to full HP. Oh, no, 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 no. Why? Pronto. You give me an idea to start making down music of game music for... Kirby might be one of them. Kirby has some bopper songs you can meow to. Like, Gourmet Race, I would say, is one of them. If you want an inspiration idea for, like, a Kirby song to do, Gourmet Race. I feel like that would be so funny to do. Parasol. What? Can I drop this power up? How do I drop it? Without taking damage. Is there... I can't drop the power up? Ah! Ow! I'm so... That was dumb! Swipe. Bye-bye. Again, Kirby is really weird. Yeah. Why is Kirby... No! I'm gonna finish this level, and then I'm gonna, like... Okay, I'm just gonna take it because I have to. Laser? Laser? Give me laser. Puggies! It bounces off of surfaces. That's interesting. Look at little Kirby teabagging. Also, I'm going to... I know I can hire Suchi. Finally! Thank goodness. We can finally move on to a better hero. And now we're just going to let him upgrade. Pew, pew, pew. Mew, mew. Oh, what the... That's not fair! What are you supposed to do? Come on. Give me something good. Don't lag my game. Bean time. It's bean also give me that. How much HP does this heal? Okay, it heals me back to full. That's good. And I'm also seeing that Suchi's getting leveled up pretty quickly. That's good. I can't hear my Switch audio. Oh. Since what? Yeah, again, I'm used to a much easier Kirby game. Like, this is easy. Eh. I am so dumb. I totally botched the timing for that. They're telling me to push A. Okay, is this the... Holy cow, how many levels are there in this one? How many stages? Can we please go to the... Spark. I'm sorry. No, no. Why is the game... Oh wait, you can actually cancel out the fireballs in this one? That's not... Nope, 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 nope. No! Because what you could do... This is so awkward. Wait. Yes! Oil. Hold on a second. Ah, yes. The enemy with the rest inhale ability. Infamously one of the worst abilities in the entire series. And it is bad on purpose. Oh! No, 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 no. Why can you only... No, 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 no. Chase after it! Kirby! Okay, I'm down to 2 hearts. Nope. Hi. I had high jump and then I lost it before I could even see what it does. What is this? What is this? Brother. Ow! Like, I'm... No. 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 Get over here. You're giving me sword back. Oh, that's interesting. You can, like... Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so there is a bit of tech with this. Did I just softlock myself? I was supposed to use high jump enemies. I'm so stupid. Wee. Wait, what? now we move on. Wait, what? Oh, that's interesting. So this is how you travel between stages. Very interesting. I'm going to restart this. That was fully on me. I am such a moron. There we go. What? I'm sorry, why did you just draw a storm cloud? No. I... There we go, finally. Clear. Open your parasol, take a nice walk. We're going to create a suspend point, and we're going to get back to this at a later time. But for right now, I am kind of tired, so I will be switching it over right now. Back to stream break while I prep the next thing, which will be a lot more entertaining, and I will actually be doing it for a lot longer. So, yeah. See you then. I'm trying to find the... I'm also going to add the Clicker Heroes progress to my stream break video, so don't worry, you won't lose it. This will probably be going on for the rest of the stream, by the way. Here we go. So welcome to the next part of the stream. I know I transitioned super quickly, but I started like 30 minutes late and then went 30 minutes over when I was doing the thing. So, we're going to be doing a 48 tracks Mario Kart 8 Deluxe run. I have a fair bit of experience doing this because I've done the 96 tracks run before. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mean experience actually making legit runs. I just mean experience doing this. And I know it takes me about 2 to 3 hours to do this. So after this, we will switch over to F-Zero 99, and then that will be the end of the stream. What? I couldn't win? Bull crap. Let's see it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, we're gonna play as Lakitu. We're gonna play as my favorite combo. This combo always infuriated my brother because of how terrible it was, but it was always my favorite. Yeah. So now we're going to do 150cc because they don't consider 100cc for legit runs, like, at all. Custom. We have to pick normal. We have to pick normal items. Now teams, all vehicles in order. Listen, I'm probably not going to submit this mostly because of the clicker hero footage, but I would like this to be as legit as can be. We're just gonna... But we're gonna do all the setup first. $783. We are just going to do all the setup for this before we start the timer, because this is something pretty important and I won't be able to do this, 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 and then we buy all the available upgrades. We do this and this. Then this and then this. And now we... And now all we do is this. And this should carry us. But before we do that, we click... Come on! There we go. Transfer all our guilds over. We're not doing very good in this run. This is just a filler run. Okay. So now... 3, 2, 1. We are going to synchronize this. Now! Alright, let's do this. We got clicker heroes running in the background. 3, 2, 1. This is a game I actually enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Kirby's Adventure, but I was super baffled because I'm like, wait, what? Okay, you need to drop your guard. Okay. There's this... Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep the coin Unless we see something like a blue shell or something coming. So far, I see okay. We're gonna check behind me real quick to make sure there's no green shell snipes. And I'm willing. Unfortunately, I have to play the game with shocks enabled, which means, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, there we go. Which means I have to play with the worst item in the game. I know that's I know that might sound like a hot take, but I genuinely believe that the lightning, the shock, especially, is the worst item in the game. Because it doesn't help you progress, it just slows you down. And now we just do that. Again, the optimal strategy is to do like a weird swoop fly-in because that's faster for some weird reason, but I'm not that kind of person who will do crazy tricks that will compromise the entire race just so I can save a few seconds into a run. Because, again, I should have to remind you, I am probably going to be here for 3 hours. The last thing I want to do is to have to add more attempts to the counter. But also, I did save, like, Q&A during the thing, but I think that was faster. I could have done the modified version of the trick and still been faster. Lamau. You also said something about knowing what Ryan would say, but I'm interested. Damn, I could never get first. Yes, you can. It's not that hard against CPUs. W. You're saying W. Ryan would say F099. Yeah. I might play F099 after this. I'm not sure. It depends on how tired I get of the racing game genre afterwards. And whether or not I actually want to face real human beings. Ah, I'm looking at the... Why is there a relic ooze that spawned? No! That's bad! I have to click to get rid of the stinking thing and see what the thing is. First off, and second off, that's really bad because I'm only at like level 669. And for reference, I still hate that number. You won't be as tired if you play with friends. That is true. Like, I feel like that would be a peak way to end the stream. Peak way to end the stream. Oh boy. Ah! Ah! Oh my goodness. Ah! You can't just do that to me. Game. VC lol. I would do anything to make a day spread plus it for the celebration. Yeah. I was supposed to do this back in late August. That was the original plan. But that got pushed to September. But then September ended up being a really, really busy month at work. So I'm like, streaming a big stream is not going to work. So I've got to stream in October. And I work all day tomorrow, so I can't stream it tomorrow. So I have to do it today. Oh, well, no. Okay, there we go. First place again. Did I just hit a banana? The heck? But now I can deal with this. Crimson Guard of accuracy. That's good, normally. Like, things that improve Sniperio Ancient of accuracy are usually good, but that is bad. Like, that is like an actual bad relic. And now I'm going to be talking about both, like, Clicker Heroes and Mario Kart. It's going to be really interesting how I multitask this. And by multitask this, I mean not multitask it. Because multitasking is a myth. Believe it or not. Okay, let me explain it like this. When people are good at multitasking, they're not good at multitasking in the way everyone thinks they are. Being good at multitasking is not, oh, actually focusing on multiple tasks at once. It's being able to switch what you're focusing on a whim. So people who are good at multitasking will be able to switch focusing to this task, to task 1, and then to task 2, and then to task 3. And they're able to do that sometimes several times a second, so it gives the illusion that they are actual multitasking, when in reality, it is just they're really good at switching quickly. So again, it's still an impressive thing to do nonetheless, but it's also, yeah. I don't know why I go on random nerd rants. Like, the nerdiest rants that I do are while I'm playing Mario Kart. But I also just don't want to be the Mario Kart streamer or the F099 streamer. I want to play other games. Okay. My mom and dad are watching this movie called, not my mom, but my dad and my brother are watching a movie called Luck. I think it's by Apple or something. I've never watched it before. I've only seen parts of it. I'm like, what? And I know that because I'm not that I'm complaining. I'm just pointing out. Ah! I had a bomb! And then the game's like, no. Like, zapping all your items, that's bad enough. I feel like it's better in Mario Kart. I'm just gonna say this. I feel like the lightning's better in Mario Kart World for two reasons. One, you don't get that. If you're behind, then you don't get punished by the shock. But also, it actually lets you make progress. Because everyone's a lot more tightly packed together in Mario Kart World. And as such, you're good. Whew. I have... Normally going over here is a pretty bad idea, but I'm gonna do it. Because I really need the 2 item set and the safety. And now we see what happens. So we're at zone 3K. Oh my goodness. Whoop. You. Left 2. Ah! Nope. I wonder if your speed's different underwater compared to when you're not in Mario Kart. I assume there might be some kind of speed stat for it. I know that in Mario Kart World there is, but I'm not sure about 8. Okay. So, lightning. Three out of 3. And now we just chill while we have the coin. The good news is my next item is guaranteed to at least not be useless. Better than useless because you can't get 2 coins in a row. At least not in the normal version. If you... in the normal one. But in the regular... But if you go to custom items to do that... luck is I heard this phrase, luck is random. Like, yeah, that's the whole point of luck, is that it's random. And now we just do this, and... Mario Circuit. Race number 5. I'm not using like any game relevant tech. What are you supposed to do against that? I had no defensive items. I have to do the good news about doing the 48 tracks run, the regular one, is that you get to end off of one of my favorite tracks. And that is Mario. That is Big Blue. Big Blue is one of my favorite tracks in Mario Kart ever. Period. Now, I haven't actually played the new one because if I could play the new one, I'd be playing on a Nintendo Switch 2. You know, on Nintendo Switch, and also I'd be playing the new one and not the old one, but... Yeah. I originally, like, made a Mario Kart stream as, like, the last Mario Kart stream, but I'm like, I can do it for the Twitch monetization thing. It's a really easy idea to add. It takes up... Oh, whoa. Lucky. Do. That worked somehow. I drifted by it right as it struck down in the pipe, so I didn't get hit. Because I definitely 100% went within the Piranha Plant's detection range. I cannot run this down. I was about to be worried that Link would pass me, but he's still on the underside. Like, it's so difficult to tell where the racers are on this one, so it makes you think, oh no, I'm getting hit, when in reality all it is just Three, 2. 14 minutes into the run. This does not look hopeful. I got mushroom. I can't hear the music, even though it's playing on my Switch. There we go. Wow, I'm tired. I really need. on, let's do the blue shell dodge. Woo! Oh, yes, let's go. Woo! I'm hype again. I was kind of starting to lose hype because of how tired I am. But that just gave me back some hype. Yes. That was so sick. A blue shell dodge is, I think, like 3 to 5 frame window. You have to do it once the spines start facing down. I very easily could have messed that up and just wasted a boost. And now it's time to finish in the subway. Okay. This, see what it holds, 6,900. I need to do this by... I did not do a rocket start. That was not an optimal start. Is Bowser Jr. the rival? There we go. And now we just do this. Now we just chill for a bit. No, we don't, because we have to burn both items to protect ourselves from the red shell. How many red shells are you gonna throw at me, you... That is... I just got Mario Karted! Bruh. Get Mario Karted during a speed run. Couldn't be anyone but me. Only husband plays everything. Gets Mario Karted during a gosh darn speed run. Okay. That was like red shell, blue shell within the span of 15. And then right over again, they throw red shell at me. What the heck? Who's throwing all the red shells? That you, Bowser Jr.? Oh my goodness. Nope. Is that too late? Is it too late? Yep, it's too late. It's okay. I did get him in the crossbar. I think I should be able to make it to the finish line without another blue shell spawning, because I believe there's like 30 seconds or so in between. But now, hopefully, the game does not Mario Kart us again. Seriously, that was ridiculous. Red shell, the blue shell is... Like, bro, the game was wobble combo with me. Anyway. Ow. Shy Guy Falls is actually a really fun track. I love it. I'm gonna be honest here. There's always this point in the stream where I just kind of pause and stare like, because I don't really have anything else to say. Whether that is from, oh my God. Dude, this is literally the worst spot in the track to lose speed at. Why? Lightning. And now. Oh! Fudge. Okay, that one was an entirely a skill issue. Is it just me, or did that mushroom trail last way longer than it should have? Now, get struck by lightning, because... Are you serious? You timed that perfectly so that I lose 60% of my speed? Brother. This is a heavy cart combo. It relies on me getting lots of... points. And yet, not even close. Not even close! Even when the game rigs, it's not even close. And now I'm just gonna do this. And now we have 25 rubies. How many rubies is that? Sick. I'm just gonna chill for a minute. I'm sorry if I'm not talking, I am just chilling for a bit. Are you sure I do this? Are you streaming right now, Sticks? I mean, I should check. Because I can't actually check Discord. I am... This... So, looking at Sunshine Airport reminds me of a CCP Grey video I made. I didn't make it. I watched about runway numbers, and that completely missed me somehow. How do you miss a shell that literally gives you aim locked? but also it was on runway numbers. It was a really good. Ah! You can't do that to me. That's so much speed lost. Oh my goodness. Again, how do you miss a shell with aimbot? What the heck? I'm so tired. Again, I'm probably gonna remain silent for most of this. Probably for a lot of the stream because I am getting tired. I have been streaming for 3 hours. Just accept our fate. That's all we can do. Oh. Why do you have a super horn? Okay. Well, you don't anymore, so I can take back the lead. You're making this far closer of a race than I would want. Oh. Thank you for taking that shell from me. I am just... My brain is just dead right now. I'm so sorry to the viewer who is coming here to watch, the second viewer, and who is watching me just sit here and do nothing. Because I am tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. And then I decided, hey, it would be a good idea to do a stream at 9 o'clock in the morning. Why did I think that was a smart idea? I don't know. I just wanted it. Bruh! I'm gonna lose first place. There we go. We're still first. Not gonna... All good, man. Not gonna lie. I need more sleep to get better. Sleep deprivation is all too common a problem in the Western society. It's especially dangerous considering my job, but it is what it is. Race 11. We are half an hour in, and we're not even like a quarter of the way through yet. That's not a good sign. I don't like that. But then again, I am not a speedrunner who is like try-harding the living heck out of this. But also, how have you been feeling, Sticks? Because I did hear you were sick, so hopefully you get better now, so... Mela Bunny apparently she posted a thing on her Discord last night. She went through a big loss recently in her family. I'm not going to elaborate too much. You view the announcement in her Discord server. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Mellow Bunny is a streamer that I sometimes watch. I say sometimes because I'm not ever really very good with watching streamers. And it is not for lack of not wanting to support them. It is a lack of finding the time to be able to watch them stream. And the devices to watch them stream. It's a bit difficult because I usually have my days slotted and filled. Oh my goodness. And now I can just chill. Mellow Bunny is funny. Yeah, she is. She's very, like, expressive, which I think is a good thing in a streamer. It's one of the things I feel like I struggle with, but I also don't want to be expressive to the point where people are thinking I'm making artificial reactions. Do you understand what I mean by that? I want to express, like, my real self, and sometimes my real self is very, very low energy. Like, to the point where it gets boring sometimes. But I'm not saying Mellow Bunny's is artificial, and I do not believe that at all. She is very much a person who delivers that kind of authentic energy. Again, I don't watch her not because her streams aren't funny, but because I find it difficult to find the time to watch streams in general. But that's actually really good. One thing I would say I'm pretty good at is, like, when I do find myself in a lull point, I'll just find a random topic to talk about. And then I can just talk about that topic obsessively. Funny thing is that back when I was still, like, I don't do this, mostly because I feel like at this point I don't need it, but when I was still, like, getting used to the whole vibe of streaming, and I still kind of am, but I'm a lot better at it now than I was back then, I decided to try making a document of, hey, if you randomly just, like, stop talking for several minutes, you could choose one of these topics to talk about. I tried it on a Final Fantasy stream, and it didn't help. Spoiler alert, it did not help with the lull and dead moments. But I also feel like the lull and dead moments are part of the experience, in my opinion. Like, all the YouTubers show all these, like, great moments, and even I myself am victim to that, because that's kind of the point of it, is that you pick the best parts. But with that, you have to accept the reality that not every moment's gonna be a banging moment. Sometimes there's gonna be low energy, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, I feel like low energy is sometimes better depending on the situation. I'm thinking of Stardew Valley. I'm like, I feel like I want to play that sometime on stream and just see how that goes. You know what I mean? And again, even if, like, no one talks or no one responds, that's not the point. The point is that I'm trying to make it engaging. But I'm also trying to make it engaging in my own way, and that's not by freaking out. It is usually by rambling on about some silly subject. Pop. And now we have the Mount Wario. Okay. We are a quarter of the way through this. And we are back at Zone 4K. I just want to see what the Gilded bonus is. 2e to the 19. Okay, that's okay. Oh my, excuse me. Ah! Whee! Okay, we have a red shell in first play. That's a bit of a tight timing to hit. And that was also definitely not optimal at all. Okay. This is a hard one to hit off. But, yeah. She said she'd be back streaming, I think, today, actually. Hopefully she said she'd be back today. I might watch her stream tonight. I'm not sure. It depends on when I wake up. Don't fault me if I don't. But, don't fault me. Anyway, so, funny thing, again, I'm sorry that, like, the Mellow Bunny thing is what I'm latching on to, but it was what got me to start talking, and now I just, like, branch out from that. She says she, like, she sometimes struggles with people not actually believing she plays Super Smash Brothers. And I'm just standing there like, why? Why would you do that? I get the obvious answer. Like, I understand the obvious answer to that. I'm not going to say it because I'll get in trouble by Twitch if I say the word, but at the same time, come on, people. You can do a little bit better than that. And now we move on. And now we move on from that sensitive subject over to a slightly less sensitive one, which is the airships, because they just caught my eye. I want to talk about the airship. Oh! Ooh, that was a good parry. Good parry moment. Another parry for the parry company. Oh, yeah. You ready for this? You ready for the lightning and the blue shell combo, everyone? Wow. This is fun. Please don't. Ah! I am... Okay, that one was pure luck. I am an idiot. I'm still, like, leagues ahead, though, because I'm just, like... I am just cruising here. Where's Bowser Jr.? Is he, like, second? Or where is he? Oh, there we go. There's Bowser. Whew. I wanted to talk about the airships, and then I just did it. 5,200. 5,300. This your favorite Mario character? No. Lakitu is not my favorite Mario character. I just play as Lakitu because I like him, but he's not my favorite. Do you understand what I mean by that? I play as him because I think it's fun. If I'm gonna be completely honest, that's why I play as him. It's not because I like him, it's because I think it's fun to do. But, yeah. I should probably make my chat a more visible color. Should I go with, like, I feel like I should go with, like, a red, blue, purple aesthetic. With a blue and purple aesthetic. Like, purple is my favorite color, but I'm also realizing that in terms of at least streaming, at the very least, it's not a very, like, good color, I'm realizing. I feel like red and blue would fit better for, like, the theme of the stream. I can't fix it now, but it's something I'm thinking I might amend for future streams. Fly over to the... No, we almost made it to the bridge. Boom. Oh, that's very fun. That's very fun. But... when I looked at Lakitu, I'm just like, oh, it's the dude that guides you in the races. It would be really funny if I played as him. And then it turned to like... How did I am getting Mario Karted so hard! I can't catch a break! I'm broke! I'm like, ooh, finally I can be rich, and the boo's like, I'm assuming this is faster. I'm pretty sure it's. I'm not sure if it is or if it isn't. Again, I have done like 5 different runs, and yet I have done absolutely 0 study. Or there we go. We made it in time. And now we do this. This. I'm gonna have the freaking Dark Ritual refresh before I finish this run. 15th race. Let's go. 2, 1. As an unrelated side note, how much do you think Bowser pays in electricity per month for this castle? Because we know this is his castle. Does he not? Surely he's gotta, like, there's gotta be, like, associated cost. Like, swiveling that back and forth. I assume you'd have to replace that. And also, what about the floor? Does it get burned by the giant stone Bowser constantly punching it? Honestly, I feel like Bowser's not the kind of person who would pay his rent. Bowser would be like, oh, you want rent? Well, how about you come over here and do something and make me? And then the Ramblers is like, sir, please, I'd really like you to pay rent. And then Bowser just stares them down and he's just like, yeah, why don't you make me? And they're like, oh, never mind. Again, on a serious note, where's the power come from? I'm seeing those, like, steam pumping, like, hydraulics earlier in the track. Like, they were going up and down, and they're, like, gears, like... I'm assuming that's where it comes from? That would be my honest best guess. Because that seems like the most logical thing. If I get this booed and then get hit by a blue shell, the game is broke. There's no other explanation. If I get boo into blue shell, I'm calling the game rigged. Okay. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Like that. That was the thing I was talking about. Right there. Like that hydraulic pump thingamajig. Is that like a mechanism that generates power? And that's how Bowser gets his power? I don't know. I'm asking really stupid questions. And I spent, like, the entire race talking about the power in Bowser's thing. This is just, like, my whole shtick. I go on the most random tangents known to mankind. But again, we're at the end of the race, which means new race, new tangent. That we get to go on. Boom. All in all, a badass fortress. And we're done, and we get to move on. Oh! Bowser owns an oil company. I realized that. I'm like, oh, that explains a lot. And I know that you could technically consider this non-canon, but it's also, like, really interesting to think about. And then here is easily, the second worst Rainbow Road out there. Okay, now we just have the mushroom. And now we have the mushroom to dodge the blue shell with. That will inevitably come my way because this game sucks. Now we pass. The faster tactic would have been to take the other path. Come on. Oh, that's a hologram of the special cup. I did not. Why did I not realize that was there? I've played this track, I'm not kidding, like dozens of times. And I am only now realizing this. Oh, that's rude. You do not just get to... Let me run. Why am I lightning for so long? There. Screw you guys. He had his... And now we do this. Now on the second lap, I can show you the shortcut if I can pull it off. It's a really difficult one. I've done it before. But there's a fast path where you kind of go like this. There we go. And then you just move about normally for the rest of it. You're not supposed to do that, by the way. But... Oh, yes. Bam! And I just fall off. And I just fall off anyway. Truly, this is peak Mario content, Mario Kart content. I say as I keep throwing myself off the cliff. The problem I have is that I don't like doing generic playthrough streams. Or generic videos. So, the next video I have planned, I was originally going to, like, record next the Sons of Sparta Prologue Yuri's video, but then I decided to do that on a stream for fun, and I beat it in, like, an hour. So it's like, it's not interesting. It's not interesting. There's nothing to record. I'm not saying it's not interesting. I should say there's nothing to record. It's not interesting to go ahead and like set aside an entire week to record it. So I just put that towards my next major goal, which is trying to stream Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, and I'm doing a no badges challenge, so I gotta do like research for that probably. Moo Moo Meadows. If tracks were ice cream, this would be vanilla. Not even vanilla bean, not even, no flavor attached, just pure. Wait a minute. Could you make like a flavorless ice cream? Whatever's blander than vanilla. Like, is there a flavor that you would say is more bland and vanilla than vanilla? Because I'm pretty sure in order to get vanilla, you have to at least add vanilla. But what if you make ice cream and add literally nothing? I don't think it's vanilla flavored. Okay. This is a terrible mini turbo. I pulled the cord too early. And now... Again. I'm going to look this up. I'm completely serious. I will pause the whole Clicker Hero shenanigan and go and look up if there is like a milk flavored ice cream. Like no artificial flavors, no vanilla added, no nothing. You just have vanilla. Unless you need vanilla to make ice cream, I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't need it. Like it's a flavoring thing and you don't. I do know that there are some recipes that require vanilla for one reason or another, but I think it's always for flavoring, unless there's some essential function that it serves that I don't know about, which is very possible. I'm gonna go Windows, what's going on? Click Chrome, and now we're going. Oh my goodness. This is actually a thing. This is actually so stupid. It actually exists. No way. search in the middle of a speed run. I cannot believe that exists. Why is that a thing? And there's even like cereal milk or whatever. What? Why is this a thing? Like grapes on pizza. That's an actual thing they have, by the way. Oh! But yes, that is cursed knowledge. That is knowledge you are now cursed with. Milk flavored ice cream. No. No! Okay, that's good. That gets me back up to speed. Now, just casually... Oh, nope. We just casually chill for just a second. Also, I see I have 2 viewers again. Yay. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I know I'm saying a lot. It's just a filler word for me. Like a filler thing I say. I was doing a Super Mario World challenge where I banned everything Mario related, and then on top of that, I also banned a couple other things. Like, was one of them, so I'd stopped saying that. But clearly, as you can see, I have not completed that challenge, and thus I have not hammered that habit out of my head yet. I don't know what, like, literally every race now is like, I'm thinking of a new random tangent. Last one's race was like milk ice cream, which, by the way, is a real thing. I feel like this is how I do Mario Kart. I just find a new random thing to rant about every race. And since I'm also playing Clicker Heroes in the background, I might as well say that the hero I'm currently leveling, I should switch to Suchi. I need to switch to Suchi. But I need to do this. I need to do that after this race. I need to switch heroes because it's not efficient to stay on him anymore because I don't have that. Ow! You can't... That's like one of the worst times to get hit is during a drift. Oh boy. No. And now we just... What? Okay, that's random. Did my internet disconnect, or did Sticks leave, or... I'm still here. I'm still be here. I'm just gonna take a nap. Okay, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Take a nap. Take a nap, and then while you're sleeping, rub it in the face that I've been up since 4 a.m. And that you get to take a nap right now, and I can't because I'm streaming. Because I'm speedrunning Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh my goodness. This is like... That's like the 3rd wrench show I've gotten hit with in this race alone. Chill! But again, I'm trying to find like the random tangent. I was gonna rant about the Masked Samurai because the Masked Samurai is a really interesting hero in Clicker Heroes. Because again, by once again using the complex skill known as math, people found out that he was efficient. And in fact, he's like one of the most efficient. He's the most efficient hero in the early game. Oh my goodness. Brother, you can't do this to me. But Masked Samurai is the most efficient hero in the early game for 2 reasons. One, his DPS multipliers, and the cost ratio is really good. No, I got second. I lost the queen sweep. No! Bro, I'm so salty after that. I am so unbelievably salty. But I've got like 15 seconds. I can switch over to Suchi and start upgrading him instead. How do we... Watch me try and multitask this. I got a terrible start because I spent 4 seconds on clicker heroes. I'm not bad at this game, I swear. Also, like, why are the cars driving here? Like, they just drive in a circle forever. That's so... Do they agree to drive around in a circle for hours on end? Why don't we see the cars run out of fuel? I'm sure I'm asking questions that at some point some human being has had to ask themselves. Right? I'm not asking questions no one's asking before. Surely we have all wondered at some point why they drive around endlessly in a circle. Okay, I'm pretty sure the glider's not supposed to do that, but whatever. Game just likes to... Game just hates to hate, I guess. Oh, no! Owie. I got... Are you kidding me? I get hit by blue shell into lightning? Bruh. At least I have enough points to spare. Boom. And now for the final lap. What is this? I was trying to read the logo! You guys are no fun. And then there's like a Mario Kart 8 logo. But what one's just like Mario Kart 8? Ah! Okay, I got sniped out of the air. Lakitu down! Ah. I am a terrible driver. If you want to know why I don't have a driver's license in real life, this is why. This would be me. By the way, I did bump into that on purpose. If you're wondering, I totally bumped into that on purpose to prove a point. Anyway, we do that, we do this, we put the 3 things down so we can start building up our click damage from Juggernaut. And now I'm just talking about clicker heroes for a bit. Dry desert. Is there a dry desert? If there's a dry desert, there must be a dry desert. Also, we're an hour in. And if there's a dry desert, is there a dry desert? And will this keep going up for eternity? Why name it with 2 dries instead of 1? Did you want to particularly emphasize that it was arid? How arid it was? I would agree with you, if not for the fact of the different shaded sand. Sand only gets dark like that when there's moisture. And also, if it's a dry desert, why is there literally an oasis right in the middle of the course? This is misleading advertising. This is false advertising, Nintendo. You know this, right? Imagine someone's like, I came to the dry desert and it wasn't dry. I'm suing. Oh my goodness, that would be so funny to imagine just a random Koopa suing. Who do you sue though? Who owns this? Could you assume that Bowser owns the land? Because I don't know. Or is this like public property? Or is this public property? So you can't. So you'd sue the government. But the question is, under which jurisdiction does it fall in? At first thought, you might think it's Bowser's land, considering you know, the fact that there's all this stuff around it, but is it? You don't really have any hint. I feel like half of this is just gonna be me rambling on about random like tangents that pop up in my mind, and the other half is gonna be Inkling. I think I especially hate Splatoon now. I think I hate Splatoon. Bruh! What? Since when? Since when is that a thing? Look at this. We're gonna pull off the perfect dodge. Trust. Trust. We're gonna remain grounded, so that way we can pull off the perfect dodge. Watch this. Woohoo! I got stopped in my tracks, but it doesn't matter because you stopped in your tracks too. I'm gonna win. That boost won me the game. Screw you, Inkling boy. And now we just do this. 20-second race. We're almost halfway through. I might beat this in under 3 hours. If I could do that hog. I've reached that raw point where I just don't really want to talk about it. Like, Donut Plains is boring. There's nothing to comment about. Other than, like, the oversized mystery block, I guess. I could rant for that for the remainder of the map. Like, why is it so big? Does it have, like, a giant coin or a giant mushroom inside that I can take? Would a giant, like... Are they oversized props? That would probably be the most likely thing, but why would you spend so much money on those props? What is it made out of? Is it made out of plastic? Is it made out of, like, brick? Now, go ahead. Close the race out. Not. The shell hates. The shell sucks. Wait, I might be able to. Nope. Like 2 inches from the finish line. Come on. People. I'm tired. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I don't usually stream for nearly this long. The vast majority of my streams are under 2 hours. I'm gonna stand up and get some exercise. This is gonna be the exercise race. Let's do this. Second place, but not for long. Look at this. Big boost, baby. Mario Kart. I'll do a Mario Kart speed run and I'll Michael Jackson dance. I'm not sure which one, but I'll do it. You gonna blue shell me now that is a blue shell gonna turn the instant that I don't have my thing because this game sucks and it doesn't want me to game while dancing. You can't stop the beast! Woo! Oh my goodness. Woo! Okay, that's a good workout. And now I'm gonna get the next upgrade on. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Crazy. DK Jungle. Now that was a good start. That was like an actual good start right there. Finally. I probably had a lot of other good starts, but it's like that one felt crisp. You could feel the power in that start. And then of course I just lose all my coins immediately to a red shell that I can't defend against because this game once again beats me. Donkey Kong. This, by the way, I'm going to talk about Bonanza for a second, because I watched Choctopus play the game. I'm not going to spoil it. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about spoilers here. But seeing him play it was, like, really good. He did a really good job. I kid you not, when I just want to watch a really long YouTube video, like, I have hours to spare doing whatever, I just like to turn on a Choctopus video. My favorite YouTubers, he's actually one of my favorite YouTubers overall, though I'm not watching him much right now. The way that my YouTube works is I have anywhere between 3 to 5 YouTubers that I watch at a time, and I watch those YouTubers on a 2-week cycle. On a 2-week cycle. Them releasing new content also influences me to do so. But one of my overall favorite YouTubers will always be Choctopus, because he is really, really good. Oh, whoa. I almost fell off. By himself and his, like... He's good by himself, and he's also good at his, like... side quest. He's also good at side quest. I'm gonna be honest, I have, like, over 100 subscriptions, and and less than a third of them are, like, YouTubers I genuinely regularly watch nowadays. And now we just go ahead and just speak through. I've made a grave error. I have made a here a continuous lapse of my judgment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did the cringe joke. I'm sorry. I'll never make that joke again on this stream. I can't promise forever, but I can promise I won't make that joke again on stream. Anyway, let's move on and find the next hyper obsession to talk about. This 3, 2. Okay, that was just a regular start, but that's fine. When Neo wakes up, I'm gonna be like, oh, what did I miss? And I'm like, oh, you only missed the best part of the stream. I just on Royal Raceway, I just decided to start dancing while I was doing it. I'm not even sure if you can see me properly. I don't think I had the camera angled up. You know what? I'm gonna dance again. I'm gonna dance again on final track. I'll dance again, and I'll set the camera up so that way I can actually do it. I'm like, can you submit streams where you do this kind of stuff onto speedrunners.com and like have it count as a legitimate run? Because I'm sure the speedrun moderators are like scrupulously looking through to make sure there's no cheating allowed. And then they just see a dude like dancing while playing. And at that point you might say, well, he's not really a speed runner, isn't he? But I don't consider myself to be super serious at games most of the time. The closest I would say to a game that I'm serious about, that's gonna be hard, is probably, if I'm gonna be honest, it's probably, I really can't think of one. I'm not really that kind of gamer who takes games seriously. I'm not a competitive person. I don't drive. The only person I really compete against is myself. I don't feel the need to compete against other people to seek validation in that way. That's not how I seek, like, accomplishment in my life. And I get that some people do, and they find, like, and they're absolutely motivated by being better than other people. And that drive in people can inspire them to do some genuinely amazing and incredible things. But it's also not how I find my motivation. Oh! That was close. Anyway. We win these. We go ahead. It's part of why I don't enjoy Super Smash Brothers as much as I used to, because it's very much a game that incites some form of competition, and that's not really what I do. What I do is I play video games for fun. I also do the same with board games. I don't usually aim to win. There are two objectives that I have in a board game. So board games are different from like regular video games to me. Because at least in a video game, I'm like somewhat trying to win. I'm not being hyper obsessive about winning, but like I'm putting effort towards winning. When I'm playing a board game, none of that effort is going in towards winning. Most of the time. I only go for winning when I see a clear path to victory and I know I'm capable of accomplishing it. Most of the time in board games or card games, I screw around. Take for case Pit. Pit, the way the Pit works is it's a game that you go where there's a bunch of different products, like let's say wheat, coffee, oranges I think is one of them. And you try to get all of a specific kind of card by trading with players. The way you trade with players is, let's say you say, I want to trade one card. And then another player says, I want to trade one card. Then you trade your cards and you go about your day. But if a player says, I want to trade 3 cards, and you say, I want to trade 1 card, you can't trade with that player 3 cards for 1. You can only trade 3 cards for 3 or 1 card for 1. And when you play, and the whole objective of Pit is to be able to get all of a single type of card. So you, and then say corner on. So let's say you get all of oranges. You say, you grab all the oranges and say corner on oranges. Now I like to take a different strategy playing this game, which is a different strategy playing this game, and it's actually a really annoying strategy for this game, and I have gotten banned by my family for doing this strategy. It is called get one of every single kind of card so I can control who the winner is. Because the preface of this was I was annoyed at losing to my uncle. To my uncle, who was really good at the game, by the way. No disrespect to his skill. He was really good. So I'm gonna reactivate it. '27th race. I just randomly took a screenshot. I did not mean to do that. But to finish the story, I was 1 away from my objective at the family gathering. I was 1 away, and then my uncle caught me, and then they all chose to ban me. I think part of it was because they were a bit salty that they hadn't thought of that first. But I don't really like playing regular games in the traditional way to win in the traditional way. Like for Uno, for example, you're supposed to empty all your cards, but I don't like doing that. I instead like the mayhem part of Uno. I like the idea of using the action cards to cause as much havoc as possible. And again, as I said, with Uno is one of those games where if I see a clear line to victory, I will try to shoot for it, rather than just mess around. But overall, I don't really care about winning. I don't get upset when I lose or upset when I lose against other people. And a big part of that is because I have learned that comparing yourself to others is ultimately not a healthy mindset. And I'm going to say this, a lot of people don't say this. In fact, comparing yourself against yourself too much can be a bad thing. Again, it's taken to an extreme. If you take that idea of constantly comparing yourself against yourself, you're not going to have a great time, because I'm just going to be completely honest here. You're not always going to be at your best all the time. So if you're always trying to constantly compare yourself to your best and judging your worth on that, then that's not good. I think it's good to acknowledge when you're not at your best, but don't beat yourself down over it. Realize, hey, I wasn't at my best today. I can do better. I will go ahead and do better tomorrow. And for me, like, one of the things I've had to learn how to do is learn how to step slow. Because with me, that's kind of how I work. That's how I make the real change in my life, is it's slow. It's not these big sudden changes. It's slow, consistent stuff that I add to my habits. And speaking of which, I need to do scripture study at some point, but I haven't because I have not done like my spiritual study for today yet, but I will be doing that later. And again, and that's just a personal note. If you're wondering, oh, am I going to transition from this into religion? The answer is no. I'm just going to feel the need to comment that I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I'm going to leave it at that for today. Because I do not talk about religion much on this. I have a podcast where I can do that. So if you want to ask me questions, I'm going to be opening up questions for my third Q&A after this stream for Chase and Thoughts with Chase. If you want to ask me questions about that, you can ask me questions on the form and then submit, and then you can submit it. I will answer your questions. In fact, as a funny thought, I might record the third Q&A. Do like a full circle moment and record the third Q&A on stream. Do the third Q&A on stream. Episode on stream. Why did I think that would work? By the way, this is the only track I remotely try hard in. If you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, I am taking, statistically, this is the fastest path through Yoshi's Valley. Also, in like Mario Kart 8, I'm just gonna flat out say it. The Mario Kart 8 objectively has better battle tracks. And the big reason of that is because they have Yoshi's Valley. And Yoshi's Valley is one of the best once. Like, I get the idea behind making dedicated battle tracks, but I also really would have liked if we could have also raced on tracks that are reversible. And I get that's not an option for every track to be able to be a viable race area. But it's also, like, there's so much you could do. It's an idea blossoming with so much potential. And I get that it sounds like it was lazy. Some people will say, oh, it was lazy of them to do it. But Yoshi's Valley, I feel like, is a track that genuinely works as a battle track and is, like, genuinely insanely entertaining when it was a battle track back in Wii U. As well as a racetrack. Because, look at this. There's so many different tactics you can do. I don't find it as entertaining in a race because I just take the same... Because, yeah, there's all this pathing, but I just take the same path. And look at that. I'm, like, nearly a third of the track ahead of them because I take the best track. This is the only track that I remotely try hard at, and it's not my favorite track. And it's not because it's a bad track by any way or means. It's just that this is the way But now we do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, I got a small rocket boost. Not a big one, but a small one. That's fine. We'll live with it. We can live with ourselves. Coin plus banana. That is a terrible item combo, but we will take it over nothing. Get to the next double item set. Hopefully we get something better. Banana coin instead of coin banana. Interesting. This is worse than the last one. Because at least with coin banana, you can use the... I'm a bit of an idiot. You can use the coin as like a protection element against a boo, against it getting booed. Can't do that with banana coin. The only advantage to banana coin over coin banana is that you get to whip out the object slightly faster. But that's not even really that big of a deal because the coin itself has a really short animation and you recover from it really fast. So it's like, what's the point? Just go with the banana. At that point, just go with banana. Just go with coin banana instead of banana coin. And now I got banana, which is double protection, I guess. That's cool. But genuinely, I would say that the worst item setup you could possibly theoretically get is coin. Though that's technically impossible. This is like, again, theoretical. If every combination of items was allowed, the worst one, in my opinion, would be coin. Because it literally serves no purpose. You get 4 coins off of it, but there's also a lot of different ways to get 4 coins real easily. Again, coin banana, which is a good combo. I don't know why I'm ranting about item combinations. Actually, how many items are there in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I don't know. I'm gonna do another, like, random research thing. $20 different unique items. Okay, so 20. How would you calculate that? Because each slot can have 20 items. 20 different items, and items can be duplicated. I'm having a bit of trouble mathing the math here, because the way that you go about doing this is you have a because there's 2 different item slots and 20 different unique items that go into each associated slot. Also, I'm very hungry, but that's beside the point. So if we assume that every item can have a duplicate, including the ink, even though that's technically impossible to have a duplicate of the 8, you have a maximum possible number of... like, I believe the number is like 400 possible combinations, but someone better check my math on that, because I could totally be wrong. Is it like 400? Is it like 400? I don't know. Okay, I am most of the way through this. I am an hour and 30 minutes into this thing, and I am nearly 4 hours overall into stream. If you guys are wondering what the longest stream this might rival my longest stream, which would be my birthday streamathon from this year. Because last year, I did like 4 streams a week for like 5 streams a week for 4 weeks to do like celebrate my 20th birthday. And then for 21, instead of like, you know, bothering with that, I just did a nearly 8-hour long stream. An edited version of which is uploaded to my VOD channel. I had to edit it before uploading it to the VOD. And hey, the Dark Rituals... I actually got the Dark Ritual. I actually got the Dark Ritual off of cooldown. That's stupid. I've been playing for long enough. For 48 minutes to pass since I got it. I'm on like level 10k. Ooh, Grumble Volcano. I love this track. This track has such good music. Did I start too early? Oh, no, I didn't. That was absolutely the right time. That was a crisp start. Wow. Yes. I feel like I partially enjoy Joy-Cons more because I can potentially be more expressive. Oh! I can be more expressive. But one of the major things I do, and I'm not, and I might get in a bit of hot water with Twitch again for saying this, is a while ago I noticed a habit of mine, which is to kind of wave my hands around while I'm talking. I don't do this as much anymore. But I used to wave my hands around to be like very expressive in my body, which I still kind of am. I just don't do the hand. And I think a big part of it is because I don't subconsciously know what I'm doing. Anyway, there's a specific kind of like speech. I'm not sure exactly what it is, what kind of study it is, but it's called histrionics, which is the idea of using body language to emphasize empathy. This is something politicians do a lot, because it grabs your attention. It really conveys the emotion, like you feel passionate about a situation, regardless of whether they do it or not. But it conveys that to you, and it's a useful skill to have when you're going to politics. There was also a skill used by a certain German dictator to to help sway the masses back when he was getting back into power. This was one of the ways he would get the people on his side about political hot topics, is that he would, in addition to using his natural charm, he would add, like, very hand-waving, a lot of that to really convey that to people, and it would help him convince people a lot more. So yeah, I've since, like, don't wave my hands nearly around as I used to, probably for better. But like, there are so many moments I could clip from stream. And now we just do this.